Welcome back after what I hope was a wonderful weekend for everyone. It is Monday, obviously. It's the last Monday of January, and normally I complain about time going by so quickly. I'm not so much complaining about seeing this month of January gone, and it is on the downhill side certainly. And on that note, you see that? That's your latest weather update. I've got good news. We've got rain, but really, who cares as long as it doesn't cause any problems, and I don't think it's going to. We've got a major change in the weather pattern after what's been a brutal month of January. On that note, in McGoffin County, similar to elsewhere, 38 calendar days have gone by. 26 school days have gone by. It was last year when students were in school. Now, of course, that includes the holiday break, which was, of course, already on the calendar, and understandably so. But the weather that rolled in around that time and afterward and kept rolling in has literally kept students out of school, well, NTI days, but nevertheless, and in keeping parents, I'm sure, and on their toes. 38 calendar days, but classes are back in McGoffin County, as are, I believe, all schools viewing area wide tomorrow. Some got in today, I think, but classes to resume tomorrow in the McGoffin County school system, again after 38 calendar days. On a weather-related note, more details in a few seconds. We are looking at some pretty good winds this week. We are also looking at low pressure in the storm system Thursday into Friday. Could put down some rain. 1 to 2 inches is certainly possible, but again, very few complaints are to be had. And that means as well as everything else is starting to get caught back up. That includes us here in this building, the sign shop, literally because of either the weather or the heat issues. Folks that worked here that couldn't get to work because they were iced in. We literally worked 2 or 3 days in the last month. And it was also a struggle for everything else, as everyone else has experienced it as well. So still trying to get back to normal. Couple of local governmental meetings to cover tonight. The Paintsville City Council, Big Sandy Jail Board. I've got other video to try to work in if I can get it done. So let's go ahead and get to our headlines as we try to get back to some normalcy. There's about 100 vehicles that travel this portion of Morgan County on a daily basis, and a $2.3 million bridge replacement is going to start in just a few days, and it's going to mean a detour for some time until they can replace the structure. The project's going to start a week from today. It's in the western part of Morgan County on Kentucky 1950. They're going to close it as they start to replace the bridge that crosses Blackwater Creek, mile marker 2.4, I think. It's about a half mile off Kentucky 772. They'll have a detour sign posted to use Kentucky 1693, US 460, and 772. They're hopeful to have the bridge completed by the 1st of August, so it's going to be a few months, several, before you'll be able to stop using the detour route. Existing bridge was deemed to be in poor condition. It's got a posted weight limit of 25 to 44 tons, I think, depending on the vehicle type, and was constructed back in 1966. And again, about 100 vehicles cross this bridge every day, which is substantial and significant, certainly to those people, most importantly, and will cost about $2.3 million to replace. Something else weather-related, blood donations. They never have so many donations that they aren't pleading for help. And the Kentucky Blood Center says that they too have been greatly affected by the winter weather, folks not being able to get out and donate, and it has certainly set them back. Well, here's a little incentive for you to get out and donate if you can. I'll have the next McGoffin County Blood Drive announcement for you soon. But it is the Big Blue Slam. It is officially underway, and it's actually winding down. The 17th annual Big Blue Slam. It's a competition, a little friendly competition between UK and Florida fans is underway, and they are going to take those donations up through this Friday, and you can donate blood anytime between now and then, and hopefully we will see this be, I think, the 5th year in a row, if I'm not mistaken, that Kentucky has proudly been able to take that title or keep it home. 17 years we've won, the last 5, I think, or 4 in a row. The Kentucky Blood Center is hoping that you'll be able to get out and donate at one of their locations, and of course they're looking for hundreds of people to do so every day between now and Friday to have a chance not just at the title, but more importantly, saving lives. I'll be right back.
Colin Mockery and Brad Sherwood, the dynamic duo from television's Whose Line Is It Anyway, are coming to town, and they're asking for trouble.
Our show is completely made up.
Prepare for a side-splitting interactive extravaganza as these improv wizards hit the stage, serving up a night of unscripted comedy gold.
It sounds like a big waste of time and a lot of money.
It is.
Don't miss Colin Mockery and Brad Sherwood. Catch them on Sunday, May 18th at the Mountain Arts Center. Get your tickets today at macarts.com.
Getting your prescription filled by Sayersville's oldest, most trusted pharmacy is only one of so many other reasons to stop by. Tasty reasons like hot soups, hot dogs, chicken salad, loaded Dorito nachos, iced and specialty coffees, hand-dipped cones and milkshakes. It's a tradition and a destination. It's Fraser's Prater Drug in downtown Sayersville.
Johnson Central High School stands alone in providing the most college and career programs of study in one building throughout the entire state of Kentucky. This includes pathways in everything from the medical field to engineering, telemedia, welding, agriculture, and even aviation. And that's just to name a few of the 32 different choices. Work has also been started on a brand new state-of-the-art high school. So now is the time for your child to experience the power of opportunities in Johnson County schools.
Someone dies in the U.S. every 7 minutes from an overdose, and over half of the population gets or takes pills from a friend or relative. And about 46 million and counting are exposed to narcotics in their drinking water. So don't toss them, flush them, or leave them lying around. Safely dispose of your unneeded meds anytime at Parkway Pharmacy,
where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
Atrial fibrillation is one of the more common rhythms we see.
AFib is an arrhythmia of the heart where the top part of the heart is beating erratically and out of sync with the bottom part of the heart.
The electrophysiology service is made up of a team of healthcare providers, and that includes an electrophysiology lab where we're able to do procedures to help repair heart rhythm problems. When a patient becomes heart rhythm free, it can really restore their life.
ARH, more for Appalachia.
right now at the seasonal shop. Everything Christmas, all the remaining Christmas decor, 70% off. They've got a new selection of home decor clearance items, 50% off the entire section, and they're fully stocked in Tyler Candle products, including their laundry detergent, which they can't keep on the shelf. You can elevate your laundry with their Ultimate Diva laundry detergent. It's a phosphate-free formula perfect for all fabric types, leaving everything incredibly clean and infused with a luxurious Diva scent. It's ideal for both machine, hand washing, and those high-efficiency machines. Everyone who has taken it home says it is simply indulgent. And don't forget, Valentine's Day is almost here. At the seasonal shop, SMB is proud to stand with you with what might be your very first and definitely last checking, savings, retirement, even Christmas club account, along with consumer, auto, mortgage, business loans that you can easily manage from anywhere in the world with safe, secure mobile and online banking that comes from over 120 years of commitment to your financial life and well-being, today, tomorrow, and forever. Sayersville National. As is the case with everyone else, the Paintsville City Council met in its first session of the new year just a few days ago. A brief meeting which started off on a bit of a historic note. I made reference to this back shortly after the election, and to be honest, with everything else, it kind of took a back seat in my mind. We will at some point maybe try to sit down with this young man. But the meeting began for the Paintsville City Council at the 404 Pavilion, a special called session, weather-related I believe as well. First one of the year with Mayor Bill Mike Runyon welcoming the newly elected, as there was only one, city council person to the table, 19-year-old Nick Hazlett.
First off, we all need, with a round of applause, to welcome the third youngest in the state of Kentucky, City Council member, Mr. Nicholas Hazlett. Also, I would like to give a shout out to our street department. You know, we've had two pretty bad storms here lately, and they did one heck of a job of getting these streets cleared off and making sure traffic was flowing. And also were our EMS and emergency people, police could get to whatever they need to be doing.
Can we add the job they did to maintain access to the water plant?
We could add the job they did maintaining access to the water plant, and in conjunction with that, let's also give a shout out to our sanitation department that did a great job of picking up garbage as best as they possibly could. Also, I want to give you an update on the EMS we've been in discussions about. Next week we will have a final report from Mr. Jim Bryant on the financials and the numbers, and we can discuss that at a later date. Also, I provided you, every city council member, with a packet with some information in there that I need you to hold on to and read over so that you can be aware of what's going on. All right, moving on to business. First order of business is to give a couple awards. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go back. I need approval of minutes for 11/12/24 city council meeting.
Make a motion to approve 11/24 city council meeting.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Approval of department reports.
I move we approve our reports from last month. Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Approval to pay bills as presented.
I make a motion we approve the bills as presented.
Second. All in favor? Any opposed? Now we can move on to business. We got an award to give and an accommodation also to go along with that. Mr. Justin Jackson, police officer, city police officer, 2024 impaired driving enforcement was presented to Justin Jackson for outstanding achievement, presented on the 11th day of December 2024, and this was for the entire Eastern District. Am I correct when I say that?
He not only won for the most DUI awards for a police department of 10 or less officers, he also won the award for the most in the Eastern District, which takes up every agency in the Eastern District. He will not only receive his plaque, he will receive a new radar unit and a new PBT and a custom little slugger bat from the Department of Highway Safety in his recognition.
And from my understanding, he was not a very good hitter in high school, correct?
No, sir, he wasn't.
Justin Jackson. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Were you left-handed or right-handed since you talked about your hand? Right.
Also in attendance, I would like for Mr. Tim Branham to stand up, please. Mr. Tim Branham was voted Constable of the Year. Let's give him a big round.
That council meeting wrapped up with the city accepting their holiday calendar for the year and entering it onto record. And then they entered into an agreement between the Department of Highways and the city, the new bridge to the new, what will be new, Johnson Central High School. Well, they're going to start building that sometime this spring or summer. After construction, the city will be the one responsible for the maintenance of the road leading up to the bridge and the bridge itself for ice and snow removal and the like, and whatever else falls under those guidelines. And then the meeting was adjourned. The Big Sandy Jail Board coverage is going to be up in a few moments. Right now, here's tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau calendar. Two announcements that I had for you when I left you Friday that I do not have any updates on. I just checked, so I'm assuming the boil water advisory issued by the Sagersville Waterworks, I think on Thursday, is still in effect. We've not been notified otherwise. This was for residents on Allen Drive, essentially from one entrance of Allen Drive there by the Cash Express place to the other one there going to the apartments and everyone up and in between. So we'll check on that tomorrow, but as of last report, we've still not received any word that it's been that it's been lifted. And sadly, I haven't received word that Jet's been found either, so I wanted to mention this again tonight on this Monday. Jet was missing late last week, last seen on the 19th of January in the Oil Springs and Hargis area, wearing a teal collar, 2-year-old black Labradoodle, very friendly, very pretty, and very lost, and very much missed. If you have any information about Jet, Mary Owens is the person to call. Her number is 606-471-8276. Again, that's Mary Owens, 606-471-8276. And call me or message me any way you would like. Just get that announcement to me. Birthdays, anniversaries, missing dogs, what have you, something for your church, group, club, organization, cancellation, whatever. We'll tell everyone about it. From there, we'll go on to funeral service announcements for this evening, with services being set for tomorrow at 1 o'clock for 50-year-old Denise Maria Gamble Trusty. Denise Trusty of Sayersville, who passed away Saturday at her home. The daughter of Kermit and Barbara Faye Phipps Gamble. She's survived by her husband David, son Michael, daughter Allie, her sisters Garnet Pence and Wanda Porter, nieces Kaylee, Dawn, Andrea, Rachel, nephews Nathaniel, Chase, Royce, and Noah. Services again start tomorrow at 1 from the Magoffin County Funeral Home. And a memorial service will be held this Friday at 5 o'clock for both Shirley May Conley Spurlock, 86 of Sayersville, and her son David Franklin Spurlock II, 63 of Sayersville, who passed away at their home on January the 13th. A memorial service in their honor is going to start this Friday at 5 from the Sayersville First Baptist Church. Friends are invited to celebrate their life and legacy starting at 4 o'clock at the church. In lieu of flowers, the family asks that donations be made either or both in David's honor to the ASPCA or in Shirley's honor to the Sayersville First Baptist Church. And arrangements are incomplete at this hour, as I understand, for 72-year-old Dudley R. Nichols of Sayersville. He passed away earlier today at Paintsville ARH. The son of the late Brack and Gladys Barnett Nichols. His daughter Laura Ann Nichols and son David Nichols also preceded him in death. And again, arrangements are incomplete, but to be announced soon by the Sayersville Funeral Home. For whatever reason, if your working days are over, don't do anything before you meet Grover. Social Security, disability, SSI, work injuries, wear and tear, and hearing loss. 888-9-GROVER. It's as hearty as it is convenient. It's delicious, creamy, savory goodness all in one. Get a famous pot pie while they're hot. Only $7.19 plus tax year-round. But only until February the 16th can you grab a home-style bowl combo. Mashed potatoes, gravy, corn, chicken, and cheese. Truly comfort food at your Sayersville Lee's Famous Recipe. What are you going to get over your ice? Every season brings its own challenging driving conditions and some more than others. Stay up to that challenge at Conley's. Check out their monthly specials on the best tires. Their $35 computer diagnostic and over 30 years of brakes and oil and maintenance to keep you rolling. Conley Tire in Staffordsville and ConleyTire.net.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small-town values.
And Mom and Dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars. I believe in always finding a way to do what you love. I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I wonder, could this be our last trip together? What if I upset him? He might never call again. But what if I don't say anything?
Hey, Dad. Is something wrong?
Actually, are you okay?
If someone you know or love is struggling, contact Big Sandy Healthcare today.
The Big Sandy Jail Authority Board started off 2025 with the presentation of the fiscal audit for the year ending June the 30th of 2024. The auditor going over various accounts and finances, deciding that savings would be smart to be put in place.
For the year ending June 30, 2024, we had total revenues $3,072,716. We had total expenditures $3,489,336. Gives us a deficiency of revenues over expenditures $416,620. We transferred in from the commissary $97,736, which gives us a net change in fund balance. You spent $318,884 more than you took in. We had a cash balance beginning July 1st, 23 of $983,820. Now we got $664,936. With that being said, we did spend $318,884 more than you took in the year 24. From my understanding now, we got probably less than $100,000 in the bank. So you guys really need to watch your expenditures, because the way it's operating, you're not going to have enough money to do throughout the year. So it could be a going concern. So we really need to monitor our funds.
The other significant finding by the auditor was that someone outside the jail was able to obtain the bank account number and the routing number associated to the checking account for the jail, and it attempted to cash an $8,000 check. The jail inside jail accounting caught it instantly and actually reported it to the bank. They've since been reimbursed. The auditor saying, however, just a word of warning, and this is not just for the jail but for everyone, that it is very common under many, if not most audits, to see this type of activity happening. And it's something that we've reported here on Commonplace for a number of times over the course of just the last year, especially larger businesses or entities with a lot of checks and a lot of money going through their accounts, being targets of individuals to be able to get that information and try to counterfeit checks, cash them, and often not going detected. I've got more meetings and more news, Johnson County Board of Education, and some other things which will wait until tomorrow's date. Let me go ahead now and take you to a Licking Valley RECC outlook, looking nothing like what we have seen in a long time. We are flirting with, and there's a good chance we might hit the 60-degree mark in your 7-day. I said 60. We actually started off today with a low over last night and this morning of 26 degrees. We didn't see 26 degrees for a lot of days before that, so that's a good way to start. And then we doubled it almost, topped out, well, right at 52. So we did double it, and it's been a good day weather-wise. If you could find some sunshine to be in, it even felt that much nicer. Winds out of the west, 1 mile an hour or so. Had it 1 to 11 earlier today, biggest gust we've had in downtown Sagersville. Humidity 34% and dew point at 18 degrees. No rain to speak of right now. Sunrise 7:41 and sunset 5:52. And here is a really nice outlook. I mean, we do have some rain. Don't necessarily need it, obviously, but look at this. 23 tonight, another cold one. I mean, it's going to be cold. It's winter. Mostly clear, though. Winds have been relatively calm, and we will see those up to maybe 15, 16 miles per hour at times, on and off over the course of the evening. But again, they're relatively calmed down here in the last little bit. Look for a few in the evening. And sunny skies will follow. 46 degrees. Pretty nice day. It's not as warm technically as we had today. I'm hopeful that we're going to see 50 again tomorrow. We'll see. Sunny, though, regardless. It's going to be a nice day, certainly an improved day. It's going to be dry, 29 degrees for tomorrow night's low. That's just barely below the freezing mark. We do have winds out of the west-southwest, anywhere from 5 to 20 miles per hour, pretty much on and off throughout the day and tomorrow evening and early evening and night as well. So it's going to be a bit breezy, but it's going to be sunny tomorrow, at least the mid-40s. For your Wednesday, sunny. We should crack the 50-degree mark again. Should be very nice. We still have some winds out of the southwest, 5 to 20 miles per hour, so breezy. All this is blowing in some rain eventually. 25, well, below the freezing mark, as you saw for your Wednesday night. Thursday, mostly sunny, 53. It's rain Thursday night and into your Friday there that we're going to talk about. And it does have a potential to add up to an inch or two in totality. Friday, we should see that rain throughout much of the afternoon, early evening. I think by 7 or 8 o'clock or so, it will finally start to dry out and be gone. 55 for your Friday, clouds and rain. Saturday, that low leaves us a little bit lower temperature-wise, partly sunny, and a 30% chance of some rain. That's like early morning before noon or something, lingering from the system that we just had Thursday night into your Friday. So we'll call Saturday by lunch or so, 50 and partly sunny and drying out. And we're going to have to watch. I mean, we've got a lot of moisture in the ground and a lot of thaw still going on, and a couple inches of rain could cause some flooding issues, some low-lying areas. We'll see. But the bright spot is that it will be sunny and right around 50 for your Saturday by about midday on. And then Sunday, 58, 59. I'm going to hope for 60 degrees and partly sunny. And nighttime lows again. Look at that across the board above the freezing mark. How nice is that? Monday, partly sunny and 53 as you saw. And I like it. And that's it. We're just getting started this week. Please join me for the rest of it, including the next edition tomorrow night. Thank you for watching.